Welcome to Daryl's Beekeeping videos, where I teach beekeepers of all skill levels about the art and science of beekeeping. I'm a master beekeeper, and my articles have been published many times in magazines such as American Bee Journal, Bee Culture, Beekeeping Your First 3 Years, and the Bee Buzz. Now let's get on with the lesson. I've laid out everything I need to make the bucket feeder to be used as a community feeder. So what I have is I always use a food grade bucket. I typically use either a 5-gallon bucket or a 2.5-gallon bucket, but again, they are always food grade buckets so that I don't introduce any more chemicals into my colony than I absolutely necessary. So what I have is I have my Dremel tool, and I have a size down coupler for it to hold this smaller 1/32 inch drill bit that's necessary to produce the holes for a bucket feeder. These are also the same size holes that are used in the entrance feeders that you typically see as part of bee kits. I also have spare 1/32 inch drill bits because these things do tend to break easily. In this case, when I make mine, I always set my lid upon something, but if it goes into the wood and I jerk just a little bit or twitch just a little bit, these can break because they're very brittle. I also have a lid opener. Again, I'll have links to all this stuff in my description, but this is very handy when you get ready to open the lid back up once you use the community feeder. All right, so I'll set everything aside. So it's all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 1/32 inch drill bit and I'm going to put my lid down. And I'm going to simply put it on its lowest setting. I'm going to slowly enter and control it with 2 hands as much as I can to keep my fingers away from the drill bit. And then I'm going to rotate it into the plastic and then go all the way through it. And I'll make as many holes as I want. In this particular lid, I'll probably make close to 100 holes in it. And the bees, when we go out in the apiary at some point, I'll show you in a later video how I use a community feeder. And you'll see that the bees can easily get to it. So let's get started. So my drill bit's started, and I'm just going to simply hold it again, and I brace it with my hands against the bucket, and then I just find wherever I want to drill and kind of go almost vertical, not quite, until it first starts to make contact, and then I'll slowly rotate up until it goes all the way through it. And it's just that simple. So again, just let it make contact and then drill down. Make contact and go down. And again, I'll do this about 100 times throughout the bucket lid. And that is all there is to making a bucket feeder. I'll obviously go through later when I totally get done with it. I will make sure I wipe off any excess plastic parts so they don't get into the syrup. And then when I'm done, you'll see that there are literally hundreds of holes in this. And when I use the bucket feeder, when I put it on top and then fully cinch it down, and then I flip it upside down, you're going to get some drips out initially, but vacuum is going to cause the syrup to keep from coming out until the bees are actually sucking it out. So it's literally just that simple to make a community bucket feeder. Thanks for watching.